hopefully. Okay, keep dropping your your goals. Hold yourself accountable. Guys, this is a weekly accountability meeting, and we are here so that you can grow. You will not grow if you don't hold yourself accountable. Okay, so our circumstance, everybody in this group has the same circumstance. You are trying to grow your business on Facebook, and then you can enter in Facebook group or Facebook parties in that little thing. They kind of go hand in hand. They really go hand in hand. Most people who run a Facebook group have break-off groups that they do classes in. So you'll take your customer that you gained from the group, and then you'll go over and have them do a party so that you, and the reason you do that, I had this discussion with one of my artists the other day. Let's talk about this real quick. She said, why invest all this time in, and she's doing Instagram with a sidebar of Facebook parties. She said, why invest all the work into making a Facebook party template with that content if all I'm going to be doing is focusing on Instagram? Like, isn't that a waste of time? And I said, no, because this is network marketing. Network marketing. So we are using the marketing capabilities of people's networks, and we want to capitalize on people's networks. So there's no reason on this green earth that you would go and somebody is your customer and you say, fabulous, Courtney, you are now my customer, but don't tell anybody about this. This will just be our secret that you're using the makeup because I found you and now I have to go find more customers, but don't breathe a word. This is my job. I would go find people. That's stupid. So what you would do is you would say, okay, I've got Courtney. She is my customer. This is going to be awesome. She knows people that I don't, and they will also love the makeup. So what happens is you're doing your thing. You make a great connection, or you already have an established connection with a family friend or somebody that you meet on Instagram or someone that you meet on Facebook or someone that someone invites to your Facebook group. They become your customer. Then you offer to have them host a class so that you take that one person, that one connection that you have, and it has all these roots now, and you're networking. That's that's networking. That's network marketing. That's what we're doing. So whether you decide just to do a group or do parties with it, they go very, very, very much hand in hand. And I know that we are putting an emphasis on growing by 2 over the next between April and May. And one of the best things that you can do to grow your business is to open your dang mouth about the business. That's pretty freaking important. And one of the questions that we get from brand new artists and people who are looking at the artist program is they're concerned about being supported enough. And so every time that you jump on one of these accountability meetings, share about that you're in an accountability meeting and that you're growing and learning from home or from work or whatever you're doing. And another thing that you might want to touch on that people get real scary about is color matching. They get super intimidated by knowing how to color match other people. So also share about the resources that we have to learn how to color match. But everyone's going to smile because I'm going to do it too. And here we go. Plus I already said that I was going to jump on a meeting. So let's jump on the meeting. That's the reel I was making, if you heard it. Okay. So here we go. Everybody smile. This is your warning to smile because you're going to be, hi. Oh, I want to do a boomerang. Hold on. And I want to show you guys another trick that I do really quick. Okay. Okay. Everybody smile. Ready? Hi, everybody. Oh, you're so cute. Okay. I'm just going to hit save. I got a cute little filter on there. I'm just going to hit save because I don't have time to put that on my stories right now, but I'm going to capture the moment while it's fresh and I'll post it later. I do that literally all of the time. So many people hold themselves up because they're like, I don't have time to sit down and put stories up all day long. I'm busy as crap. Well, you have time to get your phone out and record a moment and then just save it on your phone and put it up later when you're going to the bathroom. That's my magic stuff. Every time you see me posting on Instagram, I'm sitting on the toilet or I'm sitting at a red light. Guarantee it. Bet you $10. That's what's actually happening. Okay. So let's dive into it. Good job, guys, on your accountability. Make sure you set some goals. I want you to take a really hard look and say, okay, what did I do last week? What did I set my goals for myself this week? How did I show up for myself? And do that for the payoff. There's so many times that when you're doing these goals, you're putting yourself out of your comfort zone. And the only way that your mental health is going to be okay with putting yourself at risk and putting yourself out there to be scrutinized and everything is if there is a payoff. Okay? I want to coach you and to teach you to have that payoff in your mind always to be that you're going to own who you are. I want the only payoff that you're looking for is to leave feeling more confident. All of us always think that we have to feel confident before we show up. And it's just not true. It doesn't exist. How can you feel confident doing something you've never done if you require experience to be confident doing it? It's impossible. It's impossible to feel confidence if your confidence depends on experience when you've never done something before. So stop waiting for experience to feel confident, because if you don't jump out and do it, you're not going to get the experience. Be confident in yourself and know that after you do it, while you're doing it, the confidence comes. I don't know how to share this correctly, but I feel like I want to. But honestly, you guys, I feel so liberated in being the weirdo and freak that I am, because I'm 100% owning who I am, and it feels amazing. And so there's so many times that it's your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself that are telling you that you're boring or that you don't have anything to share, or, well, yeah, like I could have, been famous too. Like if I had met, if I'd gotten picked up by Lange a long time ago, like that's a story that you said in your head, but it's confidence. It's confidence that people are drawn to. There is a girl on TikTok who has been dancing, and she's a great dancer, but guys, you can tell she's not a fashion model. She is not showing her makeup. She is just 100% confident. I want to send you guys all that video. But if you really think about the people that you enjoy being around the most, it's typically people who are confident in themselves. You guys, I will even hang out with some people who are pretty crappy, but it's the people who are crappy, but they own that they're crappy. Then you're like, yeah, I like you. Because you know that you're getting the real them. Show up and be confident. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is your thoughts and your feelings. And I would say thoughts and feelings equal belief. So I want to spend the entire next 15 minutes talking about how your thoughts and your feelings about where you're at in your business right now are affecting your confidence. Because you can change the thought on purpose. You can change the thought piece on purpose. Kishley, you're nodding. Do you have something you want to throw in here with me? You don't have to. I totally put you on the spot. But you guys are always welcome to come off mute, okay? This doesn't need to be a tirade show. But Kishley, I feel like you have shown up. Okay, so I feel like you've shown up in a really big way on TikTok, probably before you felt confident on TikTok. And now you're leaning in all the way. It's that leaning in that draws people in. When people see you going all in on something, they want in too. Does that make sense? So Kishley, when you first started, can you tell us what thoughts, I need you to take a step back. What thoughts do you think in your head that help you go all in?
I don't know anybody on TikTok. So TikTok to me feels like the very safest place to do it all. There's 800 million people. By chance that you're probably going to get on the wall of some girl that you went to high school with is probably not going to happen.
Okay.
You're going to reach the whole entire world. Hopefully United States and Canada. But because I tend to get people from Vietnam, but I don't know anybody on there. So for me, that was easy.
Okay,
Facebook
hold
is
on,
hard.
hold on. Can we dissect that just a little bit? So it's almost like you felt like nobody was watching. You know that phrase, like dance like nobody's watching. So should we all just start dancing like nobody's watching? Because you honestly felt confident showing up being 100% you because you didn't think anyone would see you being you.
I guess. I mean, I feel like, well, I don't feel like that now, but at first, when I first started this to go live on my private Facebook wall, I don't know why I'm worried about the girl I went to high school with in 1991. But that was the first thought in my head was like, you know, but
Dude,
eventually I just
I
had to,
hate going live on my personal Facebook page because my brothers give me so much crap.
yeah, like there's a lot of backlash, but
Well,
I
mine
don't
isn't
know.
like real nasty, but it's just annoying.
I don't know. I think at first it was scary, but now I don't know. The benefits are so much bigger. I'm just like, yeah, but I don't know about you and the dancing. I mean, I could talk about nachos all day or margaritas all day, but doing the TikTok dance is probably
No. I mean, not,
not going to
okay.
happen here.
I didn't mean like actually dancing, like doing a TikTok dance. I mean, like, you know, the phrase dance like nobody's watching. I just
Right.
mean
Being
like
yourself.
you being 100% you, like be polarizing. Maybe what we should do is everybody in the comments right now, how about you put the thing that you were like the most obsessed with that like you could talk about all day and all night and you think literally I can't get on there and talk about that because nobody would care. Because that's the kind of stuff that does set you apart. And when people know, like when you talk about something that you really, really love and people can feel that energy and they feel you going all in on that one area, that's what draws people to you. And when you talk about something that you really, really enjoy doing, it boosts your confidence because it's real. It's really you. It feels so good. I want you guys to try it. Hair. I did not know. Kishley, how did I not know that?
I love any kind of hair stuff. I mean, I have
Yes.
naturally curly hair. So to get it to this level from being frizzy, ugly, in the deep heart of Texas, ugly, I gotta investigate. And I've investigated all of it.
You need to do, oh my gosh, this is another one of those times, Kishley, where I'm gonna crawl through the camera and strangle you.
I know, but I mean,
Hey,
I'm like really
that's
dipping
a
my
ton of
makeup right
content
now.
right there. That's a crap ton of content. And everybody always wants help with their hair.
I know, but I haven't found the perfect stuff yet. But I know where you're going. And I don't even say it. I know what.
Okay, done. All right, Carrie's is running. Dude, Carrie inspired, my foot freaking hurts every time I run still, but I'm like, I'm gonna do it because Carrie's doing it. Because I know Carrie has gone all in and I want to go all in too. So she's gonna spark that. Bethany, kids and foster care. Yes, I love it. I would go like, wait, Bethany, how deep into foster care are you? Where are you? There you are.
What do you mean?
Like, do you have foster kids with you right now?
We have an open house right now. We're waiting for another placement.
Okay, so I know that there's probably rules on like sharing the kids themselves, like when you get the kids. Oh, I forget Tracy's on this call too. She's like a boss about that. But you guys, especially since we're partnered with Seint and their whole thing is foster care, like there's so much you could share that people don't know. Like, how do you get started? And I mean like itty bitty tiny bites of it. Like, who makes a good foster parent, how to get started, who to talk to, what agencies do foster care, the difference between foster to adopt or just foster care, like the difference. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. These are all questions like, and that's a lot of good stuff that if you feel passionately about sharing it is amazing. Okay, sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole on that, but you guys stop again. I'm going to reiterate this again. Stop hiding behind this really poetic sob story that you've told yourself that you don't have anything to offer and you don't have anything worthwhile to share because it's bullcrap. Okay, let's go, guys. I'm gonna get a shirt. Do you guys see this one? It says, heard that. Okay, this one though, it has a picture of a bull on it. It says bull shirt. And my dad said I can't buy it because he says it's too risky. That's the dad that raised me. And I'm like, no, I'm buying it. I'm gonna start wearing it to all these meetings. And every time you guys give me stupid crap, I'm gonna say, that's bullshit. Stop it. So prep yourselves, it's coming. Okay, so let's slow it way down. I was talking to Jackie this morning. We were talking about how important belief is. And I feel like for like literally, let's take the next 15 minutes and we're going to dissect what beliefs you currently have. So get a pen and paper out. And what we're doing is our model that we're working on every single week here is circumstance, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Everybody's circumstances here is the circumstance is growing your impact on Facebook. Okay. Growing your impact on Facebook is a circumstance that will be the same circumstance-ish. I'm probably saying it a little bit different than I did last week, but it's the same circumstance all through April and all through May. Now, what we can do is your beliefs are driving everything that you do. Whether or not, like, okay, so let's take Carrie and her running, for example, okay? Because like this morning I went to go for a run, and I've thought about this with Carrie all the time. I went out to go for a run and it was raining, and I thought, well, crap, now I can't run. And there's so many times in our business that we have a goal and something comes up, like it's raining, and you think, well, crap, now I can't achieve my goal. It's out of my hands. I can't do it anymore. But Carrie, how many times have you ran in the rain over the last
24.
324 days? Have you ran in the rain?
Yes. And I was like, Jessica, that is an excuse. You can run in the rain.
I really hate running in the rain. Like I super duper hate it.
Oh, it's amazing.
No, I have to blink constantly because it's hitting me in the eyeballs.
It's where you wear your hat.
Okay, I will run before the day's over. Promise.
Red light story there.
But that's what it is. And that's exactly my point. Carrie, because she was committed, she had the full belief that she could accomplish this goal and it was important to her. So I even remember when all those storms went through Texas, Carrie had no power in her home. There was snow all around outside. Like they had nothing. Texas was shut down, but Carrie still went running. And that's because she had full belief. Well, she is a little crazy, but there's that full belief. But everybody who fully goes in on something like that has that belief. And so her thoughts were not, I'm going to try this up until something happens. Like I was this morning. I'm going to go for a run until I see that I'm going to get raindrops in my eyeballs the whole time. I'm going to be super annoyed. And then I'm like, I ain't doing that. It wasn't that. She thought, okay, cool. How do I run in the rain? I put my hat on and I enjoy the process. Do that with your business and you will skyrocket for reals. Like it's, okay, that's the belief. The belief is not circumstantial. The belief is not based on what works at the moment. The belief works all the time. All the time. So what I want you to do is write on your piece of paper, what is your belief? And get really honest with yourself. What is your real belief about growing your impact on Facebook? Let's do someone else's and let's dissect it into thoughts and feelings about that. Okay. But what's your belief? Do you believe that this is something that you can do? Or do you believe that there's something that prohibits you from doing it? Does anybody want to share? I picked on Courtney last week, so I'm trying not to make eye contact with her this time. Pick on her all the time. There's power in silence. Just kidding.
had to go to the bathroom. What are we sharing? I'm sorry. I had to go potty.
I already picked on you today. I already picked on you
all
today. You
right.
can go to the
Sorry.
bathroom and leave.
I was willing to talk. I mean, you were so silent.
So I'll give you some examples and you guys can give me some head nods or some head shakes if this is not applicable in the slightest. But lots of times when people think about growing their Facebook, their impact on Facebook, a lot of times you have this deep need or this deep thought and feeling and belief that no one really wants to hear what you have to say. Like, why would they really join my Facebook group? Like, I'm not doing this like XYZ. Give me some nods or some shakes. Am I in the right zone or no? Am I in the right country, state, city, neighborhood? Yes. Okay, we're going the right way. Okay. Let's not go through the rest of the model. Let's just talk about what thoughts you can change today. Because as I was talking to Jackie today, there are so many times. Okay, do you guys remember back in math class when the teacher would be explaining something and you're like, I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. You're full of crap. And then he shares it again and you're like, nope, still nothing. And then he shares it again and you're like, I don't get it. It's just, I just don't get it. I'm stupid. I just don't get it. And then one day he's explaining it again, or you're doing your homework and you feel that click happen, right? And then you're like, oh, okay. All right. I see you, Mr. Larson. I see you. Okay. And then you're like, oh, why didn't I get that before? That's so easy. Okay. So there's been so many times that I have listened to trainings, done coaching calls, and they're telling me something and I'm like, okay, but the voice there's almost like a fuzzy film is over my brain and I'm like, yeah, but it's me. Like, I still have like, my kids are really busy. Like, I need so much more time where I could just sit down and concentrate. Or like, I don't really know who I am. Like, what do I share about? I don't know what like my thing is. Or you're thinking, I don't really want to like talk. Like, can I handle even having a big business? I don't know. Like, there's like this fuzzy like conversation that's happening inside your head. And then you listen to a training someday and you've heard it a million times. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's it. That's it. There's going to be a part of you that may still feel fuzzy about this. So if some of these weekly accountability meetings seem repetitive, I want to challenge you to, at the very minimum, over the next 2 months, go all in on these meetings. Put in the work. Pretend this is math class and you think, okay, I don't know if I've had that aha clicking moment. I may have had like little baby aha moments, but there's not that moment where I feel like I can truly like stand up and own who I am 100%. That's going to be a big goal of ours over April and May. Find the parts of you that are the most embarrassing, not the most embarrassing to share. Like, you don't have to do that, but where you think it would be very vulnerable to share. Honestly, guys, sharing about my farm is extremely vulnerable to me. I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now, but growing up on a farm meant a lot to me. I loved it. And a huge part of me had to put that away when I married my husband because I chose him instead. And I knew when I chose him that was my choice. And that I could not sit around and hold on to my past and the life that I loved and still be happy with my husband. And so I buried it. I just thought, it was beautiful. I loved that lifestyle. It was a big piece of who I am. But honest to goodness, the majority of people don't get to grow up on a farm. It's completely normal to not live on a farm. And so to have something, and so I buried it and I didn't talk about it a whole lot. And it's something that's so special to me. So to go in the open where I know that most people don't get it, and it might be really weird that, it is like, even when we've taken friends down to the farm to have cookouts and stuff, like when I bring them, I'm like, this is my farm. And like inside I'm like bursting, like I'm so happy. And I'm almost like, this is my baby. Do you like my baby? Like that's how I feel. And so it's not always easy. It's going to feel like you're like, this is a really like part of me that I love. Like, do you like what I love too? And it is very vulnerable, very vulnerable. And even if you're like with Tracy in the hair, like she may not feel like exceptionally vulnerable about her hair, but she may feel like she's not a professional about her hair yet because she's in the middle of the journey still. Cool. Everybody loves a story. Guys, our whole job is to tell a story. It really is. And one day I will maybe brave enough to share my story of just exactly what this farm means to me. I can't yet, but I will one day. And it's all about sharing. People love a story, and we need to be better at being good storytellers. So like with Kishley and her hair, she should share, like, guys, I don't know if you knew this, but I actually have really curly hair, and I'm dying to see Kishley's curly hair. Aren't you guys? Like, I want to see what her hair looks like curly. I want to see the frizz. I want to see the process. I want to have that
Oh, no,
instant
no, no.
gratification.
No, no, no,
No, I do.
no, 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 no.
Raise your hand if you want to see Kishley's curly hair. Can you imagine? It's like mowing the lawn, but better, because you know how mowing the lawn, like you mow it and you look back and you're like, oh, it's so clean and like fresh now. And you get that instant gratification. Like that doesn't take any time. If Kishley were to share her frizzy hair, and then my glasses are getting foggy. If Kishley was going to share her frizzy hair and then we get to see it all smoothed out when she's done, yes, thank you. I got my endorphins for the day. And yeah. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's give ourselves 3 more minutes. I want you guys to really challenge yourself over the next couple minutes. Write down something. What is something that you just are really passionate about? Like when you call your sister or your best friend and you're talking to her and you feel totally comfortable talking to your best friend about it, because that's a super safe place and you know that she will mirror you back. Okay, so guys, it's crazy. I did this marriage course about a year ago, and it was so good. Like it works really good for this business too. But they're talking about when you first start dating somebody, when you first start dating someone and you start to share those little bits and pieces of being vulnerable, and you're like waiting for people to give you like that positive affirmation back where they're like, oh, you're so cute. Like that of yours, that's so cute. And then they always say that, 5 years into marriage, then, you hate, oh wait, you guys, I gotta take this phone call. I'm so sorry. Hello? Hi, John. How are you? Okay. Okay. I'll meet you down there. I'll be down there. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye. He's going to be there in an hour. Okay. I gotta go. Okay. He's in Brantley, Alabama. He's an hour away. Okay. What was I just saying? Even guys with that reel that I just did that went viral, which is just insane to me. It's the whole thing is just bananas. But I was telling my sister about it, and she's like, are you freaking kidding me? All this calling my sister to complain about the stupid crap my husband says, and I could have been famous. But that's it. It's the stuff that you're like, you want to call your sister